everyone. I'm going to talk to you about the seasons. The seasons are caused by the tilt of Earth's axis. To start, here is some information on something called latitude that we need to know when we're talking about why we have seasons. Latitude tells us where in the north or south we are talking about on Earth. The Earth is divided by an imaginary line called the equator. The equator divides Earth into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Another thing we need to know is that Earth spins on an imaginary tilted line called the axis. Since the Earth's axis is tilted, we have different seasons in each hemisphere. Whichever hemisphere is tilted towards the sun will have summer. Whichever hemisphere is tilted away from the sun will have winter. In between winter and summer, we have spring and fall. In this image, at point 1, the northern hemisphere would have winter since it is tilted away from the sun, and the southern hemisphere would have summer since it is tilted towards the sun. At point 2, the northern hemisphere would have spring, and the southern hemisphere would have fall. At point 3, the northern hemisphere would have summer since it is tilted towards the sun, and the southern hemisphere would have winter since it is tilted away from the sun. And finally, at point 4, the northern hemisphere would have fall, and the southern hemisphere would have spring. So why is it always warm in the tropics? It is always warm in the tropics because the tropics are in the middle of Earth near the equator. So it is always experiencing direct sunlight. That is all for my lesson on the seasons. Thank you.